Let's look at Litecoin. I want to check my bias today. I have been very vocal about being bullish Litecoin, but I'm going to start a clean chart and try to prove to myself that it's still right to be bullish, and also double check if I might be on the wrong side of the market. I'm going to start here on the monthly. The levels that I'm looking at are very obviously going to be this bullish fair value gap and this gigantic bearish fair value gap to the upside. So I instantly end up with the price being stuck between those 2 points of interest. And the bullish point of interest has also been, we've had a visit so far. And we've seen a pretty nice reaction, but right now we are again trading into it. We have tested it already, and we are leaving equal lows here. So on the monthly, I do think this is a relevant break in market structure here after taking out this low. So my high time frame bias is definitely still bullish. And this is my point of interest for long. So right now I'm absolutely loving the idea of looking for longs down here into the red box. That is the thing that I'm seeing on the monthly. If we then move over on the weekly, we can definitely narrow down the red box because there's an overlap here between monthly and weekly fair value gap. So 170 instantly becomes my next target for, like, if I manage to get into a long position, then this is going to be my TP. We can do the same here, but it doesn't really serve us any, like, it doesn't really help us. It doesn't really improve our bias here because we've already taken a step into the weekly fair value gap here. So this is irrelevant. Also, let's take off this because it's just cluttering the chart. On the weekly, not really much happening. So I go to the daily next, and what we can instantly see is that we are forming a range here. Like, this is either distribution or reaccumulation, one of the two. At some point, price is going to move out of the range to the downside or the upside. So my next, I'm going to try to narrow this range down a bit more. So either, like, range high is pretty obvious. Range low is either going to be this low here or this low here. So I am going to use both of these ranges and look for significant reactions at the EQ, at the middle line of the range, the 50% level. So we can already see that has been some, like, price tried to consolidate above here. We've seen a rejection here. This is pretty noisy, so I don't really like it too much. I mean, this level has definitely some relevance, but I don't really like the range, like the look of the range. So if we now extend this to this low here and we end up with this range, I think I like it a bit more. So number one, we still have the consolidation above. And here, like, especially this price action shows me that I think whoever is running the market is right now using this range. Also here, the daily got saved here, but once we lost it, we have basically retested it here and are now moving to the downside. So I think this is the range right now, and we haven't seen a real deviation yet. So remember, high time frame bias is bullish, so looking for longs. And the perfect scenario for me would be now a deviation below here, and then a reclaim as well as a market structure break. Like, this is the textbook setup that I'm always looking at. Doesn't matter what asset I'm trading. This is what I really like to have. I like to have a high time frame bias with, like, as much confidence as I can get. And I think we have this here. Like, I think there's a pretty high chance that we are going to take out this low and then trade into the $170 level. So yeah, we're still on the daily. So I think going on the time frame that would be my execution time frame on this trade, I'm now looking for a deviation below the range. This can take, like, as much time as Litecoin needs. I'm only interested once we reclaim the range, and then I see constructive price action here, preferably, as always, with a market structure break as well as a low time frame bullish fair value gap. So I would end up with a sort of a trade sort of a trade. Yeah, would definitely take off some at the range highs, but this could end up being a pretty nice swing and definitely leave a runner into the 170 level, because I think, like, right now my bias is telling me that we are going to trade at 170 before we are going to take out this low here at $50. Now, obviously, I don't want to just enter a long here and leave my stop loss here, because this is going to be a 2-hour trade. Still good enough, like for people that look to buy spot, they might even consider something like this. This is not what I'm looking for right now. So I am leaving my alarm here, range lows, looking for, I'm waiting for the deviation, and then I'm gonna look for a low time frame reason to long Litecoin. As always, I'm gonna update my trades in my Discord. If you're interested, link is in my bio. And that's all I wanted to share with you on Litecoin today. Thank you guys for your attention, and talk to you guys in the next video.